Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. As the sun sets on another summer in Hope Valley, a fresh breeze of anticipation stirs the hearts of devoted fans across the globe. When Calls the Heart, Hallmark's most beloved frontier drama, is heading into season 13 with renewed energy, renewed relationships, and a journey that promises to redefine everything we've known so far. In 2025, whispers have become headlines, and those headlines are blooming into a narrative of change, family, and legacy. Season 12 left audiences clinging to the edge of hope. The departure of Elizabeth Thornton and her son, little Jack, from Hope Valley wasn't just a physical relocation, it marked an emotional shift for the entire community. Diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, little Jack's health demanded better access to medical care. This heartbreaking revelation forced Elizabeth to make an unthinkable choice to leave behind the only home she's known since arriving in Coal Valley years ago and seek better resources for her son in Cape Fullerton. But Elizabeth wasn't leaving alone for long. In the season's most emotionally charged moment, Nathan Grant Mounty, father figure and long-standing admirer, steps forward in a decision that will change everything. Choosing love, responsibility, and a life worth building, Nathan decides to join Elizabeth and Jack, taking Allie with him. In one stroke, the story we followed for over a decade shifts its lens not away from Hope Valley, but beyond it, and now the cameras are rolling again. Filming for When Calls the Heart Season 13 officially began in the summer of 2025. Fans were treated to behind-the-scenes glimpses as cast members reunited under the big sky of British Columbia. Erin Krakow, Kevin McGarry, Yada Lily Miller, and Highland Goodrich were seen walking hand in hand across the schoolyard, the classic backdrop of so many tender moments. The image was simple, but powerful. Hope Valley may no longer be their only home, but it remains the heart of their journey. Season 13 is already being shaped as a season of movement, transformation, and emotional expansion. While the roots of the story lie in a small town nestled among the hills, the new season promises to branch out into broader horizons. With Elizabeth, Nathan, Allie, and little Jack adjusting to life in Cape Fullerton, we will see the familiar characters we love facing unfamiliar terrain. The challenge of chronic illness, the dynamics of blended families, and the growth of young love are all threads waiting to be pulled into a powerful tapestry. Yet not everything has changed. Back in Hope Valley, life continues just as it always has. Rosemary and Lee Coulter, now parents to a curious toddler, find themselves balancing parenthood with their community commitments. Rosemary's newspaper is buzzing with the latest changes, while Lee's lumber mill thrives amidst regional competition. Their marriage continues to serve as the comedic and emotional anchor of the town, even as new responsibilities add layers to their love. Meanwhile, Lucas Bouchard's future remains one of the most talked about enigmas. Once the suitor of Elizabeth and the former governor of the territory, his recent decisions have placed him at a crossroads. Will Lucas find a new sense of purpose in Hope Valley, or will his journey lead him to other ambitions far beyond the hills? Rumors of a possible new love interest or a political comeback continue to swirl, but the show's creators have kept those cards close to their vests. And then there's Charlotte Thornton. Yes, her name returned to the script after seasons of silence, prompting longtime viewers to sit up and take notice. The reintroduction of Elizabeth's mother-in-law via a deeply personal letter, encouraging her to seek better care for little Jack, has fueled speculation of a return, or at least a deeper exploration of Elizabeth's past. Charlotte has always represented strength, challenge, and the difficult road of healing. If she does return to the screen in season 13, expect fireworks and, perhaps long overdue conversations about Jack Sr. Grief and the enduring spirit of motherhood, Mei Su continues to blossom in her own arc. Her quiet strength, steady presence, and compassionate nature are central to the town's future. Whether romance is in her future or she becomes a guiding light for those in need. May's story is no longer a side note, a page worth turning. The Canfield family remains a pillar of emotional depth. Joseph and Minnie, both tested by circumstance and faith, find themselves rediscovering what it means to lead, love, and rebuild. Their children, Angela and Cooper, are growing up in a world filled with possibilities and change, and their journey through education, identity, and community will no doubt touch viewers once again. Season 13 won't just be about dramatic exits and sweeping romance. It will be about rebuilding after hardship, about redefining what home truly means. Is it the place you live, the people you love, or the memories you carry? As the scripts evolve, fans can expect to see Allie Grant and Oliver Garrett stepping more prominently into their own narrative spotlight. The teenage years are always fraught with discovery and mistakes. And the relationship that sparked in Season 12 may evolve into one of the show's sweetest side stories. Allie, having lived through trauma, distance, and uncertainty, is finally finding her voice and love. This may be the next step in her journey. The writers have also hinted at a more significant focus on the schoolhouse even in Elizabeth's absence. Will a new teacher step into her place? Will the children of Hope Valley respond to this shift with excitement or resistance? As the town evolves, its youngest citizens become the reflection of what's next. And speaking of change, don't be surprised if new faces enter the fold. With Cape Fullerton becoming a more active location in Season 13, casting updates suggest the inclusion of new characters, doctors, neighbors, perhaps even a new rival for Nathan's affections or a friend. Who changes Elizabeth's world? The expansion of locations means expansion of dynamics. And that opens the doors to both opportunity and risk. Behind the scenes, the cast and crew have described Season 13 as one of their most ambitious yet. Not because of stunts or spectacle, but because of emotion. With real-world themes of medical care, co-parenting, blended family structure, and career sacrifice layered into the storytelling, this season aims to connect deeper than ever before. Gone are the days of formulaic romance. What lies ahead is a richer, more nuanced tapestry of love that grows through trial. Not just courtship. Of course, fans have their own wish list for what Season 13 might hold. Some hope for the long-anticipated wedding between Elizabeth and Nathan. Others want to see Lucas finally find closure and happiness of his own. Many wish for the return of Florence and Ned's comic charm. And a few are rooting for a flashback episode that brings back some of the original settlers of Coal Valley. There's even a growing chorus of voices asking for crossover potential with other Hallmark universe shows. A shared town festival. It's a traveling character or a distant cousin who connects multiple series. Nothing is off the table now. And then there's the matter of little Jack, while his diagnosis is the catalyst for Season 13's entire premise. His journey will no doubt become one of its most touching arcs. Watching a young child learn to live with illness while also being protected fiercely by two loving adults will bring tears and cheers. His innocence, coupled with his growing understanding of what strength truly is, will likely be the emotional center of this new season. Thematically, Season 13 appears to be about rediscovery. Rediscovery of love, identity, place, purpose. For Elizabeth, it's about choosing life after grief. For Nathan, it's about stepping fully into a role he's long prepared for. For Hope Valley, it's about letting go and holding on at the same time, and perhaps that is the true brilliance of When Calls the Heart. It doesn't demand that you forget. It simply asks you to move forward with what you've learned. Fans have waited patiently for this next chapter, and their patience is being rewarded with thoughtful development, meaningful arcs, and a promise that the heart of the show remains intact even when its characters take bold new steps as 2025 moves toward its final quarter. Audiences can expect to hear more about the official premiere date. Hallmark insiders are aiming for a spring 2026 release, but hints suggest that early episodes might be previewed in special events or fan gatherings before then, with the cast fully engaged and the writers pushing boundaries. Season 13 may just be the season that brings When Calls the Heart to its emotional peak. In the meantime, fans will be scouring every social media post, analyzing every behind-the-scenes photo, and crafting their own theories. 'Cause that's what it means to be a Heartie. It's not just about watching a show. It's about living in its spirit, so whether you're Team Nathan, Team Lucas, or Team Let's Just See What Happens, know this: Hope Valley is not a place on a map. It's a home inside the hearts of millions. And come season 13, that heart will beat louder than ever.